Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the newly released Gogoat, at least for anyone who didn't go to the fairy zones or whatever that was. I was now able to get finally this Pokemon, and this Pokemon was one of those that I really wanted to have. And why? Because this is, I think, the only Pokemon that has a Vine Whip plus Leaf Blade. And yeah, you can get this Pokemon from buying the Go Fest ticket for the Global Go Fest in the summer early. You have until the 15th, I think. Until then, you kind of have to buy it. And then you can still get the Gogoat or like the Skiddo from the quest before. And here, as you see, we're going to be able to get this Pokemon, which is really nice. I like Skiddo a lot, actually. I don't really like Gogoat that much, but I think Skiddo is a cool Pokemon. But yeah, having access to a Vine Whip plus a Leaf Blade is such a great combination because you just get there so fast. You need 5 for the first one, and I think you need 4 for the second Leaf Blade. That's kind of ridiculous. Like, that's really nice. I actually want to see real quick if there's any other Pokemon that has access to a Vine Whip plus a Leaf Blade. It is Gogoat only. Only Gogoat has this option, and this makes it so unique, and this makes it really good because it's a great combination. Leaf Blade is one of the, if not the strongest charge moves in the game. Why do I think it's one of the strongest charge moves? Is because it's 35 energy for 70 damage. That's ridiculous. As you can see as well, we're able to evolve it. We have to use all the right candies for it as well. But yeah, 70 damage for a 35 energy move is unheard of. It's, I think, the only one that can do that, other than, I think, the Psycho Boost, which has the debuff, though, onto you afterwards. You have no drawback here. It is just strong. It is just amazing. And Vine Whip is, unlike, for example, Bullet Seed we have somewhere, Bullet Seed and Leaf Blade, unlike certain Pokemon, Vine Whip has the benefit of doing some nice solid damage and being a 2-turn fast moves. 2-turn fast moves are generally considered one of the best moves in terms of the duration that you have there. Nowadays we have a lot of good 3-turn fast moves as well, which is cool. But we have a very cool team here that should be kind of similar to what the team you saw already early on in the video. We have 2 Grass Steps in the back and we have Tentacruel in the lead. That is kind of how things are going currently. It's a very good combination of Pokemon, and it's definitely something that works out quite well. We have a few more different Pokemon here though, which is kind of cool. So, we're gonna get his shield here from the opponent's Golisopod. We're gonna be able to swap out of here, catch the move on to our Tentacruel. And the cool thing about this team here as well, which you mostly saw in the title as well, I went instantly 5-0 with this team, immediately with Gogoat, and I didn't expect it. This battles from yesterday. I wanted to do the video yesterday evening already, but there was something that kinda, didn't really work out for me there. But yeah, we're gonna see here the Leaf Blade coming through, doing some solid damage, and we're gonna be able to now go for the Leaf Blade against the opponent's Lapras as well. And as you're gonna see here, Gogoat is going to be able to get a VKO here. We have the full farm down against the Golisopod, and we win this battle. It was not even that expensive. Sadly, my Gogoat is pretty bad, the one that I got here, and it still performed really well, but it's not really expensive to build this Pokemon. I would like to get this Pokemon for the Open Auto League as well, but as far as I know, this is part of the Global Go Fest as well, so you should be able to get this Pokemon there. It only has 3 different charge moves right now: Brick Break, Seed Bomb, as well as Leaf Blade. Back in the day, it actually was like supposed to learn Rock Slide, but they changed it just before release. Rock Slide, of course, nowadays not really that great of a move anyway, but mostly I would have given it a bit better coverage compared to Brick Break, so maybe in the future Gogoat could even get some nice coverage that helps it even more to become basically top meta. But yeah, when we have the Global Go Fest, where I'm fairly certain this Pokemon is going to spawn, I would really recommend you to get a good one of it, because it is going to be a great Pokemon to have. It is one of the best Grass-type Pokemon currently in the game, I would say, just because of Leaf Blade plus Vine Whip. That's all. That's all you really need here. You have also kind of still solid stats, and also as we can see here, Brick Break has sometimes its uses where we're going to be able to get the opponent's defense dropped, and now we can just one-shot them with a Scald, which we would have usually not happened there either. And so, yeah, again, it is a great Pokemon to have, absolutely great to have. And here the Jellicent still has to go for a charge move against us. They are not going to be able to do that. We can go for the Acid Spray, and that is going to be a very good game here. So, next up here, we're going to have the opponent's Ferrothorn against our Tentacruel. That's going to be an interesting matchup here for sure. Let's see how this is going to go. We're going to have the, what's called the Amoonguss. going to be able to catch a hit here, which is really good because it was double resisted Power Whip, which is absolutely lovely for us. We tried to catch the move, we were able to catch the move, and now we have sadly only the Grass Knot. I see people are running mainly currently the other move, the Sludge Bomb on this Pokemon, which is going to allow you to hit the Weezing for neutral damage, which would make this matchup quite a bit better. Is an option for you. If you want to do that, do that. Here we're still going to be able to align ourselves though with a ton of energy on our Pokemon, which we can now use against the Ferrothorn, which is lovely because, I mean, actually we're not that bad against Ferrothorn. Like, we're actually not that bad against Ferrothorn. Our lead is a bit of a Pokemon that's going to struggle a tiny bit against it, but the rest is going to be not really an issue for us. As you will see here, we're going to be able to go for all of the foul play spams. The opponent is going to go down to 2 more false moves, and I'm going to let the move go through, of course. There's no real point of going for a shield here, but we actually still survive. We see that there's going to be a Tentacruel in the back, and what we can do now is we can just use our current advantage, go for a no shield, but get the debuff onto the opponent. I just have to go for kind of an acid spray here, and we should be absolutely fine. There's nothing the opponent really should be able to do here, as they have no Gogoat, which should be able to, even if we can use a shield against the opponent, and then I still should be able to take some hits in order to, yeah, get just the KO. As you see here, it does so much damage. Like, Leaf Blade is such a strong move. It is no joke for sure here, and we will be able to win this battle quite easily. Next up, we're going to have Golisopod against us here. Golisopod is going to be great for our lead, but it can be a bit of a tricky one. Maybe want to use a one shield here against the opponent, but we're going to be able to go for a Scald here anyway. This is going to be fine. We will have the Scald coming through here. We're going to get nearly the KO. I maybe should just went for the farm now in hindsight. I will be able to still take the Aqua Jet and we can realign, but I'm still going to swap out anyway, because at the end of the day, I kinda need to keep my lead maybe alive as like a shield later on. Our Amoonguss is such a neutral Pokemon, which is like the main benefit of Amoonguss. That's why a lot of people are running this Pokemon. It's just neutral. It's neutral as a lead, it's neutral as a safe swap. It has so much potential currently with Astonish, Foul Play, and then Sludge Bomb or the Energy Ball. It is madness. Amoonguss is one of my favorite Pokemons to run right now. They're going to reveal that they have the Quagsire in the back, and that's great for you, man. Because I have the Gogoat, there is nothing they can do. I think Quagsire has access to Sludge Wave, to Sludge Bomb, I think it has access to. So we kind of maybe want to use a shield here just in case, but even then I do think that we're going to be able to outspeed them still. If they go for a hard hitting move, they go for the Mud Bomb, and yeah, Leaf Blade is coming through. They're gonna go down here, and we're gonna be able to win the battle. Like, there's nothing they can do here. We have 3 Pokemon still left. They have like a 1 HP Weezing. Good game there. And with this, we're going to be able to go 5-0 with a Gogoat here immediately, which is really, really cool to see. And we can just move on now to the next one. We already climbed a lot more with the video that you saw earlier on, so definitely check that one out as well. Kind of want to push to expert at least like soon. I'm not really in a rush at all, but yeah, I'm definitely kind of try to maybe use some better teams here in the beginning, just have a bit more of a climb. Would like to hit expert soon. Again, like, I don't really care too much about when I hit legend. I know I have been able to hit legend quite easily in every single season so far, and so there's no real rush for me. I rather kind of showcase funny Pokemon, showcase like new Pokemon like Eldegoss yesterday, and yes, of course, that's gonna tank my elo over time, but I'd rather have some fun in the Go Battle League and don't stress right now. It's gonna be easier the longer, by the way, you wait until you want to hit legend because there's more points around, but yeah, right now, I'm totally happy on where I am. I kind of want to get maybe this week 2 expert if that's fine. We see. But yeah, also, if you want to have coaching, there is a link down below. I am doing MetaFight coaching again. Have a lot of fun with that one. Got someone very close already to the leaderboards as well there, which is kind of cool. We are playing, of course, more serious stuff the entire time and giving them some tips. So like someone who's actually a bit new as well. So it's really cool. Have some more coaching coming up there as well. But yeah, again, if you want to do that, link down below. It is a lot of fun. We see here Klefki coming in. And Klefki is going to be usually a Pokemon that's going to be very difficult for us to deal with. But can we still deal with it with the Gogoat as we have access to Leaf Blade? We are going to get the shield. And we're going to get them kind of low and they're going to try to catch the move. And we have to go for the full farm down. It just doesn't work out. Good game there. I cannot win this battle here. But it is fine. We can move on to the next opponent. Next up, we're going to have Tentacruel against Tentacruel. You kind of want to at least get the opponent a little bit lower, which will allow them even to knock them out with 1 Leaf Blade. That's kind of where we want to get the opponent to. And so we're going to let the move go through. It's going to be the Scald. They get the debuff here straight away. I remember this as well. And of course, we don't get anything here. We're just going to be able to try to go for the charge move here, but they still gonna have now a little bit more health than I wanted them to have. But they go into the Venusaur. And here's the thing. They just went onto the Venusaur to catch that hit, but what we will see is that they go for the charge move straight away. This should be a Frenzy, and so I trust it. I go for the no shield. It's a double resisted Frenzy plant. It is not doing enough damage to really do anything here, and so we are going to be able to now keep our Mungus around. We're going to get to the Scald here. The opponent gets to the Scald. We're going to be able to go into our own Tentacruel, and we can now debuff the opponent with the Acid Spray, and this should make it quite easy for our other Pokemon, our Gogoat, to do a lot of fast move pressure, especially here. I can try to even go for a Scald, hoping for a debuff onto the opponent as well. Attack debuff would be really good here, and we actually do get it, which is really nice. Like, this is going to allow us now to just take a hit. Or should I shield? I do actually still shield an instant Ice Beam. That was a wise decision to shield here, because I can use another shield here. I think it's going to be another Ice Beam. And we're just going to be able to farm down the Tentacruel. We have 2 charge moves basically stored here. I actually go for the wrong move. I shouldn't went for the Break Break. I should just went for 2 Leaf Blades, because Leaf Blade is cheaper. But yeah, that is a bit of a mistake by me. Doesn't matter at all. I knew we would win this no matter what I'm going to do here. And so we can move on to the next opponent, as this kind of takes a bit, and we can just move on now. Next up, let's see what they're going to have. Tentacruel against Tentacruel. Again, you kind of want to get the opponent's Tentacruel a little bit lower. So you want to stay in here, you want to go for a Scald, you want to take a hit as well on your one, because everything is going to be resisted from both sides. There's nothing that they can run. I think maybe it learns Rep still, and I think the Pre-Evolution does learn Rep, which is a really garbage normal type move, which would be neutral. But in normal cases at least, everything is going to be fine here for you to just let the move go through. We see the Acid Spray coming through, which can be a bit annoying, but I'm actually kind of happy with that, because it doesn't do that much damage, and we're going to be able to get either the realignment here or a shield. We get the realignment, that's fine. In comes Galissabot, that is fine as well. I can even use a shield if I want to and just go for the Grass Knot and then swap out afterwards, which I think is what I'm going to do here. No, I'm actually going to go for the Foul Play. I could see them using a shield here anyway, like we're Shadow. They do use a shield. We sadly don't get another move because of the Acid Spray, but at least we still have our own Tentacruel, which is cool. We have to let the move go through. I hope that I still survive the hit. It's going to be the Aqua Jet, and we are going to be able to kind of outspeed him here, but we have to hope that the opponent is making a mistake. That's the only way of us winning this. They swap out, they have the Ferrothorn in the back. This is not something that we can win anymore. They just have a little bit too much bulk here at the end. We can still try our best here, of course, to go for those Brick Breaks, but it is going to be a bit of a tough one. We get the defense drop, of course, but they still have that shield. And that's the thing. I have to kind of end up here with the most amount of energy that I could possibly get. And otherwise, I'm just going to struggle here. And as you see here, the opponent still gets another move. There was nothing I could have done. There was absolutely nothing I could have done here. And that's fine. We're going to move on now to the second to last opponent here. Against Lapras, you want to swap out, even though it's not as ideal as well, but you want to get out something like a Mawile, for example, because Mawile would be very difficult for your Gogoat to deal with. And so, we're going to see here that are we going to be able to get actually realignment if I wanted to. Do I want to get realignment? I don't. I'm just going to let the move go through. I'm just going to go ahead, go into my Tentacruel again. And I can farm them down here. I'm still switch locked, which is a little bit annoying, and I still have the Lapras here, which is a bit annoying as well. But I can go for the Scald. I go for Scald over the Acid Spray because I'm face and they're going to swap out very soon anyway. And this is going to do more damage. And we have the Credillia in the back. We have access to Brick Break here, which is a really cool thing for us because it's going to be super effective. And it drops the opponent's defense, which kind of negates what they're going to do to us with the Rock Tomb here. The Rock Tomb is going to allow them, of course, to drop our own attack. I let the first move go through because I think that the moves from the other Pokemon are going to do a little bit more. And we're going to be able to go for another Leaf Blade. And what we can do next is we can store up some nice energy here, as we can use that later on after we swapped out as well, as I kind of want to reset, of course, my attack drops, which is now going to be happening. And now we're going to do way more damage against the opponent again. And we can go for a Leaf Blade now, but they swap out into the Lapras. We have to use a shield here. I still have to go for a charge move as well, I think. I'm going to go straight for it. I don't really want to risk anything here. And it still should be kind of okay, as we have another Leaf Blade coming through. I think Leaf Blade is most likely enough, even though it's just neutral. It's such a hard-hitting move. One more fast move is enough, and yeah, you see already, Gogoat has so much potential. This is going to be the final battle here of the video. We're going to see the lead that is very difficult for our team to deal with. And that's why we stay in here for a little bit. But I kind of should mostly swap out immediately here into our Amoonguss, which I don't do. That's a bit of an issue. The main reason why is because this is our only answer for Tropius. I misplayed this one a little bit here. Scald is coming through. I should have stopped out earlier. I should have not taken the Scald on this Pokemon. I should have taken the move on the Amoonguss. I should have most likely just went straight after the Acid Spray. I decided to use a shield here against the Sludge Wave, which is great. We can go for the full farm down here as well, which is absolutely lovely. And in this we have like foul play damage, but we of course still take super effective damage from the opponent the entire time. But as we will see, we have more foul plays coming through. We are going to be in a position now where we have, yeah, a lot more damage coming in here. And we still get to another foul play. And that's great, because we kind of needed to have this happening here. We're going to get the shield from the opponent. And we have now Tentacruel against them. I have to use a shield. I expected a Leaf Blade, of course, going to knock us out, but I hope they can still go for another fast move and then the charge. I just go straight for the charge move. That's fine by me as well. They use a shield. They do use a shield. And it's now down to Gogoat. Can Gogoat win this battle? I can definitely misplayed this battle quite a bit. I should have played it a bit differently. And it's going to be the Jellicent in the back, and I think we're going to be fine here. Unless they're running Ice Beam again, but I highly doubt that. Like, Ice Beam is not really that common. Shadow Ball we still definitely take here. Please just don't be Ice Beam. Why did I even talk here right now? Of course it's gonna be Ice Beam. We had to farm them down here and we barely lose. We could have nearly won the battle there at the end as well still. But it's gonna be it for this video. I think this team was absolutely fine. Gogoat is a really good Pokemon to have, I think. It's definitely one of the better grass type Pokemon around. Is it better than maybe Serperior? Maybe not, but it has better pacing, which can help out in a lot of matchups as well. So I think it's a Pokemon to hunt for, especially for the Go Fest. This is gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoy. See you then. Bye-bye.